Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D. Sorry about that. I went over time. I was in the kitchen trying to make coffee.
Tuesday!
With DM Kalsto. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I didn't even bother to ask you today, Dustin. Did you have your recap for today, or did
I wrote it while we were all hanging out 10 minutes before.
Yeah, that's my guy. All right, sir, take it away, and then we'll pick it up from there.
Where we last left off, our party had finished their business within the vault of the great tree and were no longer seen as a hostile presence. Upon deciding what to do next, the party journeyed down an unknown tunnel that kept getting narrower and narrower. Sending Bram in to investigate, there was a room with a chest at the end, and it began shouting obscenities and demanding to be freed. Through multiple attempts and ideas, eventually, a shrunken Tisla was able to, with the aid of Bram, slide the chains off the chest. What was inside was a pair of metal dentures inscribed with runes. Having no other leads on a possible key for the prince's cage, the party decided to split into two groups, one to go outside and find if it was safe, and the other to go and make one last attempt at the prince's rescue. Tisalu, Pinch, and Nancy reached the cages, and having no other leads, Lou asked the teeth for assistance, which led to a deal. Lou would get the teeth out of this place, and the teeth would free the prince. Upon leaving, however, they noticed a second body within the cage, a familiar orc woman. The outside group, on the other hand, began to approach figures that they saw outside. A tall person, clad in black plate armor with an executioner's axe, looming over the corpse of a mountain giant that had assisted them. Unresponsive to Dustin and Misfit's questions, the armored figure pushed Dustin back as the giant reached out and tore their guardian seed in half. As combat ensued, Dustin called out a strange object in the back of the giant, urging Misfit to investigate it, as he brought his sword up in a holy fury towards his assailant, knocking his helmet free, revealing the fleshy, deformed body of Vokthar underneath. As Serena attempted to restrain the giant with telekinesis, Misfit leaped atop as it reached down to grab him, running along his arm and biting into his back and pulling something that gave way. The giant fell lifeless to the ground. "You dirty cheaters!" shouted a feminine voice from atop the tree, and a frustrated Dresmina dropped her hanging cat down onto the party. As the group outside was accosted by Dresmina's minions, and the inside group rushed to their side to provide aid, Simon seemed to hit a moment of clarity through the ever-increasing stressful situation. He glowed with a quiet but powerful aura, and began to unleash holy light upon the cat that had been tearing through himself and Serena. As Lou arrived on the scene and summoned the draconic spirit, Takoya arrived on the scene herself, and claimed that Dresmina was out of line and breaking the rules. "Those who come bearing masterworks for our collection are not to be harmed within our borders." Unable to refute the guardian of the tree, she called off her horde of undead that had been slowly encompassing the area. As the group deals with this turn of events and gathers themselves up to leave the brambles, Lou inquired about their missing wizard, Takoya, who responded, "That wasn't a wizard, that was," and before she could finish, a flash of light erupted over them. And that is where we start today's session.
Well done, sir. Apply your inspiration.
Thank you.
All right. And I will like to thank a shout out to Marius, who Simon could not achieve any moment of clarity without being struck in the head by that natural one. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So at this point, I'm going to do a little bit of an exercise with you before I tell you who's doing what or can do what things. Let me get the map we're currently on.
My internet flickered, so I gotta relog into Fantasy Grounds.
That's good. All right, so let me get rid of all our pointers. We don't need them anymore. I would like you guys to place your tokens how you would be walking away from the hag tree, if you don't mind.
So are we doing like a line kind of situation?
I mean,
Up to
it's
you
just
guys.
how would we be walking?
Okay. Takoya's
All the
probably
luck
going to
we
be in
have is
front
there.
because she's our guide.
You can ignore
Lou?
the train. It's just like you're walking through a forest or through the woods. So you can be spaced apart.
I have a feeling Lou was right next to her, talking to her. I'd probably be really close as well.
Nancy
I'm
between your
comfortable with
shoulder.
that. Yes.
Not bad. Serena, how long does your start
Also
spell
an
last?
hour. And it's going to be 10 feet behind the party because it has that continual aura.
Sure. So we'll put it way back here. So I'm going to move you guys up. Marius, you're going to be right about there.
Yeah, I'll be with the near Takoya.
Misfit, are you just flying about with the dragon?
Yes.
You have a new friend. Pinch at this point.
Got a big dragon buddy.
I think we're the same size.
Probably stick with Serena.
Or large.
Yeah. Large owl.
If there's one thing Pinch respects about Serena, is Serena is very good at keeping Serena alive for the most part. This is a very good place for Pinch to remain in such a situation.
A low hit point covers half dust.
All right,
Could I have
it's
grabbed Mr. Volkthar as well?
if you would like. So which way is the top and which way is the bottom for you people? I don't know which way you're trying to go.
So
Takoya is
way.
leading the pack.
Okay, so you guys are going that way.
Just about him.
Alexander would probably be next to like Simon. That kind of makes some sense. Serena, where are you going to be?
I'll let you know either as soon as I log in or if someone, or as soon as I get fully in.
I'm putting her here.
Would you like to be in the middle or the back?
She was also asking Takoya a question, so she'd be around there.
Okay. I will give you Dustin's spot. You'll be right behind her.
Oh man, this fireball's going to get everybody. Just kidding.
yeah. I mean,
What do
I
you-
think
You asked us to line up, not to like do perfect spacing, okay? Do you want us to try to do perfect spacing?
No,
Yeah,
I
everyone
just
is
said
at,
how you'd be walking down the road.
Everyone is at least 20 feet away from each other.
All right.
There's
So-
no particular reason.
At this point, I need. Trying to think how I want to do this. I need Lou, Marius, Serena, Dustin, Simon, Pinch, Alexander, Misfit. How far back are you flying and how high are you flying?
Um,
Techno went down again.
I'm a pretty big boy, so I'm gonna be like probably 10 feet back, but let's say 20 feet up.
Before. Okay, everybody is working properly,
What?
and Lou, you do get my bonuses.
Oh,
This is the important thing for me to ask you, Misfit, in this occurrence. What is Misfit currently doing, focusing on while you guys are kind of moving? And be honest.
I am trying to pick at the shiny things on the big dragon next to me.
it's 40
Right.
feet up.
Oh,
But if you try and like get it lower, it
I'm-
will go
yeah,
lower
I'm-
for you.
I'm biting at its toes.
All right. So as you kind of play with the dragon, and we'll see you guys kind of just fly in and around wherever you need to kind of avoid trees or whatnot as you're going. So all that you see, you're all immediately kind of. Did you guys roll your con saves?
No,
No.
you didn't tell us to roll a save yet.
Oh, I thought I listed all of you and said roll a con save.
You
No,
listed
you
us, and then you
didn't.
said, "How high are you
sorry.
flying?"
Okay, you're fair
Yeah,
enough. All right, so
yeah.
all of you guys roll your con saves.
I will in just a moment.
Was I supposed to roll one too?
You don't need to roll one because you're looking at the dragon in plane.
Okay, good.
Lou's okay so far.
Do I only have one, or do I have two on me?
You only have one.
Okay.
That's all I was doing. I was double checking everybody was okay.
Let's see. Alexander.
If anybody shows up as a +8 from effects, that means they have a bubble.
Alexander rolled an 11.
I have so
Simon.
much on me right now.
I've got a what is it? Plus +4.
And then whatever Dustin gives you.
All right,
Your
that's a
is how
fail.
much, Dustin?
4.
Is it 4?
It's
Okay.
4 right now.
I have a +11.
Pinch fails. So far, Lou is the only one who's passed, and Misfit is the only person far enough away. Nancy. Nancy's just kind of Nancy, but I'll make him roll it. Anyways.
Does Nancy have eyes?
I'm not telling. Do you really want to know the answer to that?
No.
There you go. Nancy fails too. Serena,
Yes.
did you want me to roll for you? Oh, there you
No,
go.
I got it.
Oh,
Did Simon go?
Failed. Everybody but Lou and Serena failed, and Misfit's just kind of playing. So, all of a sudden, this bright flash of, I won't even say that you necessarily notice the color of it. That's how bright it is immediately for you. Misfit. This is what you do notice. You're sitting there and you're kind of playing, following this dragon and trying to pick at these gems, and all of a sudden you just see this weird, like, greenish light. It doesn't really change much of the amethyst, but it kind of flows over it, coming from down on the ground behind you.
Whoa.
And you see this bright green light. Serena and Lou,
yes.
as you kind of see it, you look, and it came from the staff. And they just kind of doles down while everyone is looking around. You turn back, and Tequay is laying on the ground.
What did you do?
Serena immediately runs over and checks on her.
Roll a medicine check.
She
dead,
doesn't
Jim.
seem to be breathing.
He's dead. Simon's just like, who? He's like reaching around trying to feel for like dead feeling people. Exactly, Misfit.
Runs over, grabs Simon by the arm and like drags him over. Puts his
He
hand
kind
on
of
her.
slowly rubs his eyes, and your vision all kind of comes back at this point. He's like, medicine. Good thing is a really good mod. He watches, kind of checks her pulse in a few locations. You watch as he puts a hand on top of her, and just, it lights up, and then dims. She's dead.
Maris, what was that?
Paris.
Sorry, Marius.
You see, Marius kind of has that you know the meme, the monkey that looks back and looks forward, like, how do you know that name?
Marius, what was that?
Do I have any idea what it was?
No, you're blinded. You didn't see anything.
I can't see.
What did your staff do then?
Staff didn't do anything that came from behind us.
No, it came from your stick.
I thought Misfit had it in her fur.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, it doesn't like the fur.
I couldn't
You ended up.
There was
You
an
ended up with
attempt,
it.
but it failed.
Yeah, so at the end of the last combat, when you'd killed the cat, basically you were holding both staffs. And so you kind of hit it and killed it, and then the other staff that hadn't been doing anything shot another blast for you, and blew it up into like a balloon pop.
Okay, I don't remember that. I must have been half asleep or something.
It's all good. It was like at the very end, like right before all this started happening.
I thought you said the blast came from behind us, or did it emanate from me?
It came from behind you with the staff.
From the player, it came from the staff, but the only people that saw that were basically Serena and Lou.
I have no idea. I didn't do anything. I wouldn't have blinded myself if I had been trying.
The staff does act on its own.
I'll have to research. From what I can tell, this wasn't the correct staff. This is imitation.
Simon looks up at you, Lou, and just shakes his head no. And looks down at the body.
Can I check her? Just like, I trust Simon, but Lou wants to see himself.
Yeah, roll a medicine check. Like, they both rolled twos, damn it.
I mean,
It's best you can tell, it seems like she is dead.
Well, we're still too
What
close
killed
to
her,
the
you have no idea.
hags, and if she's our way out of here, just get under each shoulder and carry her. We can at Bernie's this chick, so we can.
Well,
get
the
out
good
of here.
news is, and you're probably not too far. It takes like an hour to get out of their domain, their immediate domain. So you've probably gone like 30 to 40 minutes already. So you're basically halfway there or more already. It's not relying upon her. She enforced it, but the rule specifically states that those who basically are delivering, and because you had taken a piece of artwork, regardless of how you got it or where you got it from or who owned it previously, and you'd left it there, that gives you safe passage out. So if you deviate and you don't go out, you can potentially use your kind of free pass to maneuver to one spot. But if you do anything else while you're in here and you don't exit, that protection goes away. So basically, you can leave, rest, come back, or just leave. Or you can kind of take this opportunity to sneak somewhere else and then potentially get discovered, and then game is back on.
I still say we weaken and Bernie's her.
You can totally do it. Misfit, you are. Oh, hold on. So, Misfit, you wanted to carry Vokthar, correct?
Yes.
Did you weaken at Bernie's him onto your back for the flight?
You said he was smaller now, so I figured I just picked him up in my claws.
If you want to do that, he's still very large. So he went from like 7'2" to 6'8", but he did lose a lot of body mass. But still, he's a very big guy. So I would say just roll a Constitution check.
Okay.
You'll see why.
That is the wrong page.
And don't forget, he was wearing full plate armor at the time you picked him up. You feel yourself getting a little bit tired. You gather you don't want to do this for long periods of time, or you may get very, very exhausted. But it seems for now, at least, you maintain and hold on to him.
Okay.
This is a very interesting sight as you try to pick off gems as well. All right, so you see the green light. Do you go back down, Misfit? What do you do?
Yeah,
Came
you know
from your
what?
friends.
I'll trick in. They are looking a little concerned.
All right, so you kind of fly down, and everyone's hovered around someone. You can't really tell who it is until you get closer, and you see Takoya laying on the ground.
Is it nap time?
Nah.
he's dead.
Oh. That's a bummer.
Interesting, the timing as well.
You
Ma'am.
just hear something from Lou's pocket. I didn't do it.
What was that?
Remember, the teeth can talk.
But they shut up as soon as they took it out. Why are they talking now?
Child, I can talk whenever I please. Mind your manners.
No.
That's the nicest response you're going to get out of him.
The teeth don't say anything else.
Natalie, do we leave her here or do we try and get her out of here? Find some place nice to bury her.
Well, before you get too far into that, as she passes, Captain,
Yeah.
I would like for you to either roll, assign. I don't think we have anyone to pick on in chat necessarily, but if they're there, you can choose them as well. To roll a D100.
You know what? I'll let it be my fault this time.
Not even the funny number.
Nope, I refuse funny numbers.
You couldn't even get that right.
Nope, I refuse.
All right, so that kind of decides that one. Okay, continue on.
We should get going.
Just leave her here?
Yes.
Alright.
Lou's going to be eyeing that staff now. Very wary of it.
So who's taking Takoya?
I mean, we
I
are
can do
leaving.
it.
All
I
right.
can do it. Yeah, I'll try to just probably a bridesmaid's carry is probably the best way for me to go about this.
Sure, roll an athletics check. She is quite large.
Yup. 18.
You go to pick her up. I mean, other than like moving her a short distance, in this armor, she weighs a ton.
She's also armored?
Yeah, she wears full black plate armor.
I thought that got removed from her and
No, that was
both are.
he had it too. It wasn't her
Oh.
armor. Her armor doesn't come off.
Does it come off now?
You can try.
Well, if we're gonna move her, I'll just like start with like a gauntlet, see if it gives way or not.
You try to find what doesn't budge. However, you do notice she's like kind of starting to like sink into the ground. You don't know if the ground's like lighter here or something, but she's like starting to slowly sink into the dirt.
Oh, the tree's going to take care of it.
From the earth we come, from the earth we shall return. Better luck next time, Miss Takoya.
I'm gonna like take a bit of water, splash it, like get my hand kind of wet, and just like flick a few drops on her, and like do a little prayer motion, and then get up and get ready to leave.
All right. As you guys watch, as it kind of recedes down and it kind of stops from just where her face is, and it just kind of hardens so that it's just the face.
Perhaps it's restoring her?
Doubtful. Let's get going.
What? You can't just leave it.
Leave what?
You couldn't leave her eye here. Anyone could find that thing and pick it up.
All right, yeah.
Um,
Good point. Olu will go pick up the eye.
What?
You know
Well-
how you have to do that, right?
You gotta take it out of her head.
As you start approaching her, Dustin's going to stop you. He's going to get in your way. When
Yes.
you go too far.
I plan to throw it in the bag of holding and give it to.
That won't stop everything. That's your solution to everything. It's already been stolen once.
Guardian, you can't just leave the eye here. Do you know what that could do in the wrong hands?
Why don't you enlighten me, dentures?
It means this, and Marius pulls out a dagger and starts walking over there to take the eye out.
Oh, I'm gonna get big. Uh-uh.
Are you like doing the turkey vulture thing with
Yeah.
the wings out?
I'm getting big.
Now, calm down, everybody. Let's not all be hasty.
You said
not
the
nice
eye
to-
can't be left here, and if she's dead, then you either leave it for the hags or we take it with us.
Fine. I'll approach Takoya and because I don't trust anybody else doing it, I guess I'll take the eye out.
Is
Okay, how do you
Dylan
intend to
okay?
do that? What tools are you using? Are you wearing your armored gloves as you do it? You could just bury her the rest of the way too, but that eye will be there.
Justin, hold up. I think there might be some equipment here. I can hand you a healer's kit, which might have tools for that. For the removal of an eye.
I know we got some daggers,
Oh gosh.
but tell me how you want to kind of do this. You have some
Is it
basic
wrong
tools.
that my
to do
first
it.
idea was I was just gonna ask Dice?
No,
At this
that's a
point,
great idea.
Alexander will kind of walk up to you and put his hand on your shoulder.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Like, I can do this for you.
And why should we
Was
trust
she your
the man
friend?
who just got out of a cage?
Because the man who just got out of a cage has been hunting and skinning animals since he was about 3 years old.
I look at him with shock.
Purely for food, not for sport. We all must eat, no? Believe me, many of my friends are animals.
Fine,
Alright,
but give
man.
it to me.
Okay.
You would need to give me a tool to do this. If
I also have a healer's kit.
I mean, we have a dagger.
well, actually, we shouldn't need any of that, really.
Is it not as simple as just jabbing an arrow in her eye and plucking it out?
Are any of
you
you
want the eye intact?
any
And
of you fishermen?
I fish.
You
More with
fish?
hooks.
No, it's less relevant. You know how fish eyes are really squishy?
Yeah.
So are human eyes. We can just pluck it out.
Is it a human eye?
It looks like a human eye, it's just green. Oddly enough, like you see her lifeless eye, that eye still looks like it's alive.
Ew.
Like it's still wet and eyebally.
I have a quick question. Is it in the same socket as my sister's?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to assume that they're different eyes.
Do I know what a hag eye is?
Roll a history check.
I don't know why it's popped into my head. I'm curious if you say that the staff did it. Maybe it put her in some sort of suspended animation. I take the staff down and I touch her with it, and I just say, "Wake."
You just watch as Marius walks over and touches the forehead.
He pokes her with a stick.
Pokes her with the stick.
Well, I
She's dead.
don't poke her with it. It's just
No, I know. But that's the only responsibility. So you rest it against her head. But unfortunately, it does in fact seem like she is dead.
Guess
Unless
that's
someone
not
wants
it.
to try to like dispel magic her.
I can't.
Don't have that either.
I don't.
Actually, you want to know what? I have one use of it. If we want to use the one use of it.
Sure.
Yeah, why not before we mutilate somebody?
It just walks over to her head and just flicks her on the head with the wand and casts a spell magic. Looks up. Nope, she's dead.
Oh, we tried.
How much about that?
Hold on, I just thought of something morbid that I need to whisper to you while you guys think about the other stuff.
Potentially.
But that. I trust him more than I trust Alex. Sure, I want Nancy to try that.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Step aside.
You cleaned out the flower now?
Yep, that's definitely infected.
Infected.
You want the icky one right there, boss?
Yes.
Yeah, it's green and wet.
Ugh.
All right. Sorry if this hurts, lady. Nothing personal. And he's gonna roll. It's enough. But for those of you who are squeamish with eyes, you may want to avert your ears for the moment, as you just kind of watch his little hands, his hand vines go in, and it starts growing in to the eye socket, to the sides of the eye, and they just kind of secure back behind of it, and he like pops them and pulls them out. Ew.
Is it safe to come back?
Yep.
Yep. I reach down and I just kind of grab the eye from him.
Roll D100 as you grab the eye. The minute you grab the eye, your body goes numb and locks up, and you just fall over in like immense pain. You take no damage, but like you just know.
Why don't you hold on to that for now? Let's see. Doesn't seem to notice you.
Nancy doesn't respond.
Does Nancy look locked in place as well?
Assuming so.
And she's just kind of standing there.
All right.
Misfit.
Hi.
You just watch as one of Nancy's petals falls off,
Oh,
and then another.
boy.
Ooh,
I take the eyeball from Nancy.
ooh.
And Nancy starts to wilt and just kind of falls over, but not completely dead. But no longer speaks.
And I retrieve the eye.
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Misfit
no.
had dibs. Misfit
Oh, no,
had
no, no, no.
dibs.
Oh yeah, no. Like if Misfit wants to do it first, go for it.
I shrink back down as I catch Nancy. It's
So
gonna
who
be
has
okay,
the eye
little
right
buddy.
now?
You just hold Nancy in your hand.
So which one of you two grabs the eye?
Well, I'm holding Nancy, who is still holding onto the eye, I think.
No, that he let go. The minute he was just a flower again.
Oh,
So if anything, I'll just pick it up tentatively.
no, don't touch it.
So are we leaving it here?
You might be the only one that can actually hold on to it without it.
Okay, you can stop now.
What's stopping us from just squishing it?
Yeah, let's squish it.
It's hardly magical. I doubt that would even work.
So you're just not going to try?
Well, what happened last time you even tried to touch it?
Last time I was just trying to grab it. I wasn't trying to hurt it.
I want to poke it with my stick.
It's squishy.
I could squish it.
You can try.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I'm gonna squish it. I squish it.
Hard.
Yes.
Roll an athletics check. You hit it, and it feels like someone punches you in the eye, and your left eye just like. Ooh.
Are you okay, Misfit?
It punched me back.
Oh, sorry. Right eye, not left eye. Wrong eye.
I warned you.
The eye seems completely intact.
Misfit, I'm going to apologize for saying this, but I'm glad you did that instead of me because I would have used magic.
I'm just gonna sit down and
Can I try
use,
to pick it up again?
No. If Dustin looks like he's going for it, I'm gonna brandish my stick at him.
I'm going for it.
No touchy. No.
How hard are you going to try to stop me?
I'm gonna bonk you.
All right.
It hurts. It hurts. Don't touch it.
See if you get through. Throw a bonk at me.
Natural 20.
Why did you have advantage?
I don't
I'm
know.
still prone. I haven't stood up yet. I was
Oh,
reaching
okay.
out for it while I was sitting down.
Your head rings like a wonderful bell.
Yeah. The clang is heard for at least a quarter mile.
Misfit, may I attempt to pick it up?
I'm gonna be grumpy about it, but you may.
Thank you. I'm going to attempt to pick it up.
Sure, roll a D100.
Oh, thank God I have to roll D100. 53.
You reach down, you touch it, you don't experience the same effect that Dustin did, but as you go to lift it,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is ridiculously heavy.
Too heavy to pick up?
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like it should be this hard. It feels like you're trying to like pick up a car. Like overly heavy.
That's extremely heavy.
This is a challenging eyeball. Can I try?
Of course.
Yes.
The instant mood change.
Oh,
Well,
this
because I
is
did.
this is
it's
a
just
game
some-
now.
It's something special with you that made you fall over.
D100 whenever you do. Well, actually, what are you doing? And then roll a D100. Are you just picking it up?
I'm gonna say to the eyeball, I'm sorry for hitting you with my stick. And I'm gonna try to pick it up.
You watch as Misfit lifts up the eye.
Perhaps it's an attunement to the natural world.
I look at Dustin. And
I'd
then
rather
back
have
at
him.
Ray.
I'd rather have him have it than you. That's goddamn sure. And he picks himself up.
Honestly, fair.
I've got like a grimace on my face.
I think hags are just naturally attuned to Misfit, it would seem, in this world.
Oh, it's a hag guy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I didn't. Honestly, it didn't dawn on me until just now.
That's why the guy didn't want you to leave it behind, because then any random schmuck could come in and get a hag eye.
Powerful one, too.
And Misfit was able to pick it up.
Yep.
When
Alright.
Dustin touched it, it was overwhelmingly painful. Like no evil he'd ever felt before. Lou, you went to pick it up and you just couldn't even budge it. It literally either killed or drained all the magical essence that was in Nancy. But Misfit, it lets pick up after Misfit punched it.
Apparently, violence is the answer. Who would have thought? I'm
The
gonna.
eyeball turns and looks up at you as you're talking.
Oh, hello there. My name is Misfit.
Hey, Misfit. What's the rule with hags?
Don't talk to them. Is this a hag? Are you a hag, eyeball?
It looks over at Dustin, and then it turns back and it looks up at you. That's all it does.
It's hard to say.
Anyway, we should probably not linger any longer than we have to.
Agreed.
Alright, so you guys continue on the path.
Yep.
I'm keeping a close eye on Misfit. I don't want that eye doing nothing to him.
All right, eyeball. You have two choices. You can go in the bag or you can go on the stick.
It just looks up at the stick.
The stick it is. I'm gonna use
And
Druidcraft.
as you say that, it floats up towards the top of the staff and just hovers there waiting for your Druidcraft.
You are a handy eyeball. Yeah, I use Druidcraft to like affix a little seat for the eyeball
Mm-hmm.
out of vines
just-
and leaves.
As the vines go, and then all of a sudden you just watch the vines kind of thicken and harden and swirl around it to secure it to the top.
I look at Dustin and I point at the eyeball on my stick now.
He gives you like a very disapproving, but we had to do this kind of like emotion is what you get off of him. Like he's not happy that that's with you at all. He wants it to be gone as soon as possible.
So, reluctant acceptance.
This is one of those moments. It'd be great if you had thaumaturgy and you could just turn back and make your eyes go green. Look! I did it!
I'd punch you in your face.
I do have thaumaturgy.
If I did that, I'd get stabbed immediately.
It hasn't, it's too late. Alright. So you guys are going to continue outward?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, that's easy enough to do. So as you kind of break through, especially because you do have the ranger available as well, who can help you navigate through all of this, you guys make it back to kind of the area where you met all of the first people, the plant people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any of them, but you make it back. And you seemingly are outside the border. What do you do from here?
Well, we should probably make our way back to the town.
Yeah. Can I make a perception check to see if I see rain clouds on the horizon still?
You look, oddly enough, you do, Lou.
Of course. I know where the town is from here.
The town, it depends. If you are walking, it could be several days away. If you have ways of not walking, potentially quicker. Although your giant bird friend is now dead, so.
I think our methods of not walking are extraordinarily limited, right?
Also, to remind you, technically, you're forgetting. I know you have one person left to save, but you're forgetting another one that you also were meant to save.
Is this?
Dvorin.
Misfit,
Listen, man, we did our best here.
you forgot Faye Friend.
I know, man.
Was he within the?
He was at the Muffin Man's house.
He's the
allegedly.
child.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, thought we would be walking past that.
We have to get Louis.
Yup.
Are you gonna let me go back for Louie and Faye Friend?
We did agree to go for Faye Friend, and I did say we'd get Louis.
Thank you, Lou.
Well, I suppose then, as we begin making our way there, we should probably come up with some sort of plan.
Yeah, hit him. That's what it always comes down to anyway.
You're
I need to-
Alexander at this point.
I need to take a nap, like, feel bad.
It's not over yet.
Who said that?
Alexander. If we run, they will just come after us when we're at our weakest.
So why is that not right now?
I'm assuming it may not potentially be too far from now. Now they're outside their lands, who knows?
What about the labyrinth?
He just kind of looks at you. I'm uncertain. We were captured within the labyrinth.
Oh, good, so they know about it then. Great.
What were you doing here anyway?
We came to investigate and help the townsfolk. We managed to take care of one of the hags, and we thought that would likely be it, but apparently not so much.
Seems like you just pissed them all off.
Yeah, it was probably a coven.
We had no choice. The people were suffering.
Could have just ignored them.
Uh,
Didn't they tell you that they've been doing that for years?
The hags have been there. The torment, while being for years, doesn't make it right.
Sometimes that's just the natural way of things.
Well,
Doesn't have to be.
I choose a different path, my friend.
And it got everyone you know killed.
Not everyone. Only most of them.
He just kind of looks. It's something you learn to cope with. You never forget as a leader.
I need him to roll an insight check on Dustin.
Doesn't seem to get any specific read off of you.
Okay.
It's like it's just something that happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's the reasons you do it for that matter. So yes, my friends and acquaintances may be dead. but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up trying.
I like your wisdom, Mr. Xander.
Well, our first order of business is finding some place to rest up where we'll be safe, and come up with some way that we can free our friends.
Alexander just kind of like walks past and kind of like looks at us and like, I'll find somewhere. All right, so you guys, what are you wanting to set up? Are you gonna try to do like a misfit house like you did before?
What time of day is it?
You can't really tell.
It is sleepy time. That's all I care about. I will gladly make a misfit house.
Do you
Yeah,
have a spell set?
I do.
that would be lovely.
All right, roll a D100 for your house shenanigans.
That's a good one.
You're just watching. It seems like this forest, everything around here just consistently warms up to misfit. Seemingly, as you kind of had already been through here once, as you go to cast this, like a larger space than you intend to, just kind of forms, and it makes like an actual nice little dwelling for you. It's nothing like fancy, but it's got walls. And it has 2 rooms.
Ooh, two.
2, I know.
A general gathering area and a bedroom.
It's like little flowers and vines grow down over the doorways.
Well, you're getting good at this.
This one's even better than the last.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this room's for Nancy. This room's for everybody else.
That is the saddest thing I can picture right now. 50% of this space with just a little wilted flower in the middle of the room. Oh, you
Don't
could put
worry.
Vogue Flower there. That could be the dead people room.
Speaking of, is he going to be alright?
Is the
Is
girl
he-
still in the bag?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so is the really crusty man.
Does he need like some water or something?
I think he's just tired.
Roll an
Yeah,
Arcana
well-
check, Serena.
We'll fix him up. If not, he'll die and something else will grow.
6.
Oh, by the way, where's your staff at the moment, Misfit?
Holding it.
This eyeball just like randomly stares at all of you from time to time. It's really awkward. Unfortunately, 6 doesn't
Doesn't ascertain what's
reveal
wrong.
anything. You can ask your bookworm.
Well, I don't think that'd be something she would go to the bookworm about when the druid says the flower doesn't need water.
As far
No.
as what's wrong with the flower.
Nancy only drinks juice.
Ooh, that is why it's dead. It exclusively drinks Gatorade because it has the electrolytes plants need.
You bet it's not in the Friday campaign.
I've started a revolution.
Serena will go ahead and take a seat up against one of the vine walls. Alright, so what's our plan?
Well, we're resting now.
I know that. For tomorrow, how are we going to break whatever hold this Muffin Man, as you all prefer, from our Fey friend?
Yeah, that might be hard. He turned him into dirt.
What now?
Oh, the Muffin Man turned him into dirt. He was mud.
Who was that?
Our friend.
Remember he made the illusionary explosion look like the kid to trick you guys?
He was made of dirt.
So as far as Misfit believes, the kid died in the explosion when he turned into mud.
Very sad.
The only thing I could think of is if we slaughter this butcher, that it should break whatever bindings held upon him. Though that's a task I imagine is easier said than done.
Well, today I learned that stealing is okay and violence is the answer. So I think that's a good plan.
I would avoid the butcher if I were you personally.
Yes, but he has someone in our group is looking for.
It might as well already be dead. We ran into him in the maze at one point too. He killed one of our people.
Devorin?
Yes. He fell behind and unfortunately, like I said, sometimes things don't always go your way.
This might sound a bit morbid, but did you see what happened to Devorin?
He was run through and kind of bled out. That was the last I saw. We didn't have time to take him with us.
Wait, was that the wizard?
Yes.
Yep.
Further confirmation that the Devorin we ran into was an imposter.
Really? I thought he was nice.
It
You
seems
saw
like something.
Devorin?
It looks like something dawned on Lou.
We found someone claiming to be Devorin. We're not entirely sure how he showed up, but given given recent information, I don't think it was actually Devorin.
He asked you to kind of describe what he looked like, and he asked you if he had, and he describes a diamond ring.
And he did not have the ring. He claimed that he lost it. And
Marius.
Give him a description.
Marius has the ring, but we don't know that.
Yeah, Marius has it. He doesn't. He's the only one who does. But he can describe. It sounds like Devorin. And Devorin was missing his ring because his hand was cut off. But he described it to you. You haven't really seen a ring that looks like it. Devorin did kind of talk about a ring at one point, if you kind of remember slightly, or someone told you about his ring.
Yeah, Serena said that he didn't have a ring. He claims that he lost it.
You AFK, Mr. Bradley?
He did say BRB kid issues earlier.
Oh, yeah,
I've not seen anything indicating that he's returned.
What else? Why black you?
Although the speech bubble has appeared and disappeared from him, so whether or not he's actually... The Devorin's ring is being brought up. do you mention that you found it, or
Yeah, so basically the ring you found as Bram that you'd found on those arms that you took off when we were at that weird dinner table set up with the weird creatures. Essentially, Alexander's asking you guys, he's like, oh, because you had mentioned you saw Devorin, he said he saw Devorin died, so he's asking you to describe him. So he describes Devorin and then the ring he had and asked you if he had the ring.
I think you did check to see if it was magic and determined that it wasn't.
Yeah, so from what basically you knew about Devorin and his ring, it was supposedly like his mother's ring. And apparently, from what his friend said, it was like one of his most prized possessions. So it wasn't the fact that the ring was magical. He used it as a spell focus, but it was because it was like his mother's only valuable possession.
And
He kind of looks over. He goes, yes, that's it. Where did you find this?
Muffin Man. Wait, I don't know.
For the intents and purposes, I'll fill in the blanks for him since he can't speak anyway. So you describe where you found it at the table. Arms. That doesn't make sense. Devourin would never leave this behind. These arms, were they just arms? Were they attached to a body? You technically do know as well, because Bram had indigestion, that the arms were elven. The finger he'd bit off the hand.
were both arms the same? Like,
Yeah, they were like a matching pair of arms that were kind of wrapped around and candied together.
yeah. So there was no body there.
He reaches over. He's like, do you mind if I have it returned to his mother? Or whatever family he remains?
Serena looks over to Lou.
Why are you looking at me?
All right. No, go ahead.
He just kind of nods at you guys. Appreciate it. And I know he kind of looks about. He sees Vokthar dead on the ground and just kind of like, that one hits him the hardest because that's his bodyguard that he's known like his whole life. Were you able to find any of them?
Yes. Most of the company are dead, but there are some survivors.
Who? Which ones?
The
I think
No.
monk guy
I'll name
and
The bard?
the bard.
He basically described that everyone else is dead other than the princess you're not sure about, and the monk and the bard lived. And he just starts laughing out loud hysterically.
Believe it or not, apparently the bard actually got out.
He just. He's like, of course those two would live. Out of everybody. Why not?
Oh wait, no, let me tell you about where we found Vogdar. Now this is a story.
You tell him the story.
Yeah.
He listens, and like as you guys kind of rest, and he just listens to like the stories of the last few days. He's like, thank you. Like, that's definitely Vokthar for you. And he's just like, for the end of his line, he was one of the strongest. His family deserves rest now. He's the last one. He doesn't have a kid.
Yes, the princess is the only one that we've not been able to locate. Supposedly, she was somewhere in the Briar as well, but we've had no luck.
I have not been that far.
That's where we found you.
No, they're further back.
Wasn't the briar?
That's
Seems
part
to
of
be-
it. Where the really bad part is even further set back where Narissa lives.
But regardless, heading deeper in seems like it might be a bit more than what we're going to be capable of. I suspect that would require contending with what hags remain and the full brunt of their powers.
He just kind of looks over. Well, I appreciate what you've done. There's not much more I could ask of you.
So we can do more.
He just kind of nods.
You should probably go back to the town while we finish up.
Hello?
He still has to get by the cannibal werewolves.
It depends which way you go. It takes a few days no matter which way you go on foot to get out of here. There's
also,
the mazes, the werewolves, the swamps.
there's also the barbarian guarded plains that surround the town. He would like, well, it's, going alone seems quite dangerous.
People do a lot worse in our company, though, for some reason.
Right, yeah, just ignore me then.
What'd you say then?
I said, fine, just ignore me then.
We didn't hear you.
I didn't ignore you.
Oh, you actively ignored me.
Was I not agreeing with you?
Mm. Yeah, fine.
Simon kind of like looks around. So what do we do now?
We're gonna take a big nap and then either we go rescue our friends from the Muffin Man, or we don't do that and we go back to the town that's flooding.
You just like the town's flooding? What happened?
It's been raining for a few days straight.
What horrible luck.
Lou seems to busy himself with something else right now.
It's like, well, we should try to rest and keep a watch. They're going to be coming for us sooner than later.
Big first watch, because I'll need to sleep quite a while.
I don't suppose any of you found out any of the hag's weaknesses by chance, did you?
I think we did, didn't we?
Trying to remember.
Did we?
All I have in my notes are funny one-liners.
I don't think you did.
Oh, I did. Maybe not.
You found out information about them, but we didn't find out weaknesses of them.
Mm-mm. You did not.
Oh. Well, I found out my own weaknesses, at least.
The eyeball looks over at you from your staff as you go into explaining this.
Yep.
Dying, apparently. I'm getting hurt and getting set on fire.
Well,
Exploding.
Hey,
deal with what?
That eye has the ability to dispel magics. I wonder if...
So whose head are we going to put it in then?
I didn't say anything about putting it in someone's head. Why do you always assume the worst?
Because it's hag magic.
Okay. That doesn't mean it can't do anything not being in someone's head.
The eyeball turns and looks at Serena.
It might be able to dispel whatever form of enchantment has beguiled or taken over our fae friend.
No, he just needs his ring back.
His ring back?
Yeah,
That's why he's a kid right now.
I think it.
This is the first time Misfit has brought it up.
Ring?
Yeah, we played a game with the hag, so she would give me my memories back. But we got tricked, and she took his ring.
What does the ring look like?
It is it's like a silver ring that one side kind of wraps around as a dragon, and the other side that wraps around is like a fey serpent. And they kind of their mouths join on a green gemstone.
Yeah, it's like this weird, like brown rock in the middle, and
It's green.
Buddy,
Oh yeah. I'm there. Poor buddy.
And where did you say he lost it?
the hag took it.
Do you know which one?
Yes.
Karen.
Karen. The one with the chicken house.
Isn't she dead?
I don't know.
You want to draw them a picture of Karen?
Yeah, sure.
You guys got drawing supplies? I think you do. Between
He draws in his notebook all the time. Of
I
course
have
he
crayons.
does.
I have crayons.
Go ahead, roll a performance check.
Oh yeah.
It's
This is looking good.
It's a little bit better than a stick figure, but it's basically like it's like a first grader drawing. The proportions are off. It is very stick figure based, and then it just has like black hair. There's like a little D20 on a table. Faye friend. Oh
No, you don't suppose that ring is somewhere in the house, do you?
I'm not going. I really don't want to go back in there.
Anyone can scry? Not yet, I don't think, right?
Not a full scry.
I could pretend.
I mean, you could certainly try.
Well, this is a bit of a predicament. We're going to need that ring if we want any good chance of freeing him. Not knowing where it is certainly is troublesome. Say, Misfit, do you have locate object? You've done that before, haven't you?
I think he did it with a plant.
I can do I do have that. And plants. And animals. And objects.
I mean, technically, you do have a spell that could help you figure out some of this as well. But Serena's got to have spell slots.
Hmm?
Can't you go into his mind and see his memories?
If he tries to remember them, yeah, she could do that. Yeah, I guess
Well,
she
he
could.
can remember, he just physically lacked the ability to draw what Karen looked like.
Although the locate object would be more for a possible current location.
That's potentially a way too. Also,
Do you
there's
think
a
what you're looking for is
limitation.
within 1,000 feet, within a quarter mile of you?
Hey,
That's
it's
the downside.
possible. We're about to rest.
At this point, it starts to rain outside, like a pretty heavy rain. It's not impacting your shelter, but you notice it's raining very heavy.
Serena
Right,
glances over to Dustin
think
to
he's
gauge his
sleeping.
reaction.
He's already asleep.
He's sleeping.
Does he look like he's tossing and turning with nightmares all of a sudden?
Nope. Marius, if you're listening, are you already asleep, or is Marius staying up at all? Alexander's probably just sitting over by Bokar's dead body. I can get rid of it particularly. Yeah, just continues heavily raining. It's very dark.
So, Miss it, about this picture, could you also pair it with a description?
Hold on. Working on it. Yeah, that's pretty good. What kind of description you need? Like,
Just anything you can remember. Now, about her,
yeah,
about the
there you go.
room.
Here's the picture.
Yep.
You know, was there anything else in the room?
Well, the picture should really be self-explanatory. If you need more, it might be a little hard.
That's on you at this point if you can't, figure out the picture.
You're not helping.
I didn't say that in character, thank you very much. I'm smarter than that.
Yeah.
Karen had like long fingers, and
Mm.
she was kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Roll D100, Misfit. So as you start kind of like thinking about and describing it, you just watch as this, like, it's larger than a minor image, but it starts forming behind Misfit, and it's being projected from the eyeball. And it changes as he describes it as well. It's not like a perfect example of what she looks like. It's adjusting to what he's saying.
Going. She's also going to kind of read off his surface thoughts, try and get a good mental image of what transpired and what she looks like.
I will do my best to verbally describe Karen.
Yeah. Let me see if I can actually share a link for this image. I think it's in my portrait folder. Karen. Did I skip Karen? Sure, I just had this picture not too long ago. Why is it not here? Oh, maybe a bit of my image. Yeah, I'll send it to you in Discord, then I'll see if I can make it in chat for everybody. Folder. It should be in here. I don't know how it's not in here. Well, I guess she can't exist then now. That must be how it is.
No. Misfit. You've erased Karen.
Good riddance.
I know I imported it because it's literally her character token. How is this possible? Oh, here, maybe this is what I did. But then here's a while, look for that, and it's drawing the picture. Is there anything else specifically you guys want to derive about that one? Or anything else you want to do?
No, Lou's just going to keep first watch.
Oh, it is in there. Look, I can do it.
I'm gonna start casting Druidcraft on Nancy to try to help him perk up a little bit.
I guess, yeah.
Just gonna quickly roll one of these. Your drawing matches her perfectly.
You really think so, Serena?
Of course.
You really think so?
It's a good job, Misfit. It's a good job. Don't let Serena get you down.
Oh, now that is a very crunchy AI image.
Well, you have to remember she's part woodish too.
Mm.
Like her skin is kind of thick. That's a Gen 1 mid-journey image too. And you may ask, is that an extra eye on her forehead? I guess you'll have to wait and find out.
Mm.
I was thinking it was a butthole.
you never know. Maybe it is.
You ought to use that prompt and put it in the new version.
Oh no, believe me, I've been working on a list because I was like, I want to do it like all in one go because I just want to like get everything I need to do and then do it all at once. Just more time. Plus, Diablo 4 just came out, so maybe after I get very efficient at this one.
Well, I suppose. Do we want to go into the mountains and try and find that house again? Or...
Well, why? What? No house. No more house.
Who's that from?
Simon. We just got out of the chicken house. Why would we go back?
To get the ring?
I don't don't know if it'd be there.
Well, where do you think it would be?
Probably with the Muffin Man, if anything.
Do you think the ring would be there? House is a bit dangerous, but we could always have a look.
How do you expect to get out?
Out of the house? Or out to the Muffin Man's house?
Both, honestly.
Well, I feel like the chicken house would probably be pretty easy. We already know an associate there.
We could send a message to the nice lady that was in the house and ask if she's seen the ring.
I suppose we could always try that. I don't know if it would work.
Does anyone have sending prepared?
No.
Maybe.
Leo would be so proud.
Do it.
You can certainly try. Are you trying to send it to Mara? Or which nice lady in the house?
Yeah, Mara would be the target.
You can certainly try.
Mm. Check something real quick.
You just have to beat the normal percentage, more or less, if it's within the forest itself. If it's out of the forest, it might be more hard.
Mm.
You're the one with the spell.
Yep, she just kind of sighs. Let's.
Also, while this is going on, Lou,
Yes.
that wonderful storm that's going on outside,
Uh-huh.
actually, I need you to roll an Arcana check. I need Serena to roll an Arcana check. And because you guys talked me into a crazy feat, I need to roll an Arcana check. My
So
negative
Is it
one
the same
modifier.
kind of thing that I do?
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
So, Serena, you don't pick up
Hey,
on
we
it,
match.
but you watch as both Alexander and Lou kind of look out back towards the direction you guys came from, out of the tree from the rain. You both hear
Okay.
very foul words, like echoing on the wind. Somebody's using a lot of very bad words right now.
We need it. Okay, no, we need to go now.
Hmm?
Those are bad. Those
What
are
is
very
that?
bad.
And you kind of watch way off in the distance, like back towards the hag tree. You kind of watch
Mhm.
like a funnel kind of swirling over the hag tree.
Oh, you petty bitch.
Roll an insight check because you do
no.
get some sort of
Oh.
bonus on this one.
Oh no, wait. Oh, that's either bad or worse. Insight?
Uh-huh.
Quick question. What color was the gemstone again?
In the ring?
Yeah.
brown.
It's yes. Green for those of you who can see color, brown for those of you who cannot. Which oddly enough,
But
I've
we
described
don't.
this ring previously in a campaign. I highly doubt any of you would remember, but if you do, bonus points.
Oh,
This
no.
was the one in
Haven't-
Illyria's dream, right?
Insight.
No. Oh, hold
There
on.
it was.
Roll a D100, Serena.
Mhm.
Oh. A what now?
It's more.
And you just look and she's like floating there behind you.
Oh, hello.
Who is?
Mara.
So I did roll an 18 insight, if that changes.
Oh no, I'll tell you what it is. I'll whisper to you.
You got
All
here
right, yep.
surprisingly fast.
You also notice Mara seems to acknowledge this sound as well.
Hi, Mara.
It's either
Us-
two things. She's a petty bitch or there's a ritual going on.
Why? What's being said?
Bad things. It looks like they're starting the ritual now.
Oh, joy.
Good ear. Kenna listens. That sounds like it.
What's going on?
Oh, hello, my disciple.
Oh, hello there.
Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Lou snaps his head back. When did you get here?
She just arrived.
Looks over at the eyeball on the stick. Did you guys know you have an eyeball on a stick over there?
Yeah, that's a bit of a long story.
It's in timeout.
She just kind of laughs at it. She walks over and she starts talking to the eyeball. Like,
Oh.
well, if you're in timeout, I better not talk to you. It just kind of laughs and chuckles.
So,
Marius, I need you to roll a D100.
We really
Sorry, do what?
Roll a D100.
and go where, Lou?
Do we have anybody in chat that wants to roll a D100? I don't know if anybody's here yet.
What is about to happen?
The ritual.
Okay. Are you proposing that we run in there and try and stop them? Are you proposing we run and try and find some place to hide? What are you proposing?
Oh, you guys totally wouldn't win. I wouldn't go over there if I were you.
Hey,
I
that's a
don't-
66,
Oh,
and
wow.
before it changed to midnight, it would have been on the 6th. So
No, I know we won't win.
So, where are we going to go?
Hey, boss, what's going on?
Oh, no, your friend called, so I just figured I'd pop in. Never a big fan of the sending spell. Besides, that wasn't that far away anyways.
Oh, wonderful. How far away exactly?
Oh, a couple miles that way. I just had to bring the house back for the gathering.
You had to bring the house back for the gathering?
You can't expect everyone to find their own transportation there. That would take forever.
Oh. Is the house currently occupied?
You've literally been in the house. There's doors that go everywhere.
What kind of
It's very
gathering
easy
is
for a
going
ha-
on?
Oh, it's a gathering of the covens.
Gathering of the Covens.
You having like a head party?
Something like that. So the house has access through many different places in this world and others, and it's very convenient for them to all just come through the house. So I'm moving the house. Other ones come other ways too.
Speak up, Lou. You wanted to say something? Lou?
Lou just mumbles, I need a drink. Which is funny, you've never seen him touch alcohol.
So if you want us to get shelter, then the house is close by. Otherwise,
Oh no, that would be a
Are
horrible
you-
place for you to go.
Are you not listening, Serena? Or you just decided what you think we need to do now?
I'm proposing ideas. You're recommending that some powerful rituals going out, a massive storm is going on, and then we just go somewhere.
So you're not. Okay, fine, good.
I am listening. Perhaps
You are so adorable.
Yeah, they're arguing. We're
Yes,
trying
my
to
minion?
find our friend's ring so he will stop being mind controlled. Have you seen a ring? And I like describe the ring to her.
Sure. Roll a. What would I call it? Just do another performance check.
It's better than a 3.
it is better than a 3.
She just kind of looks at you. It sounds vaguely familiar. Just like something like this, and you watch as she makes a minor illusion of the ring. It's all green from light, but like that.
Yeah, that looks like it. The Muffin Man is like mind controlling our friend, and he's a child, and he turned to dirt. And we're trying to get his ring back so he can be normal again.
Oh, now that's funny too. Yes, I have seen that ring actually. I think Narissa had it when I had spoken with her a couple days ago.
That's just dandy.
Yes, she's not my favorite, but unfortunately, as long as she possesses that book, when she comes a calling, I have to answer.
Which book?
Oh, the Book of Omens.
Ah, yes, that one. Okay.
Oh, you didn't know she had the book? That's where this, and she points to the sound that you guys can hear. For those of you who passed the check, it's like, where do you think she's getting this spell from? This is way beyond her level.
So it sounds like it's probably a bad idea to go try to get the ring back.
Oh no, she'll probably kill everyone there.
I mean, she's
All of
not the
us.
strongest hag, but the things she has access to make her very dangerous, especially because she's not as experienced as some of the older generations, so to speak. Like shortcuts.
Well, this is certainly a predicament.
I really would like to stop that ritual.
That would be a very difficult thing to do.
Yep.
Especially if she knows you're here. There's no doubt many guardians. And her sister. Ugh. So between you and me, I think we'd be better off without that coven.
Who's her sister?
Well, not real sister. Her coven sister, Drusmina.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's not very nice.
Yeah, I would have no doubt that both of them are likely there right now. And they are both quite mean.
Can confirm Drismina is definitely there.
And what's the likelihood they're going to use that person they're returning position to their advantage?
Well, I mean, if Right now, there are only 2 of them. If they're a full coven again, that makes them much stronger. It also depends on how strong the person is that's being transformed.
Long short idea, Lou. I don't suppose you know the word for bull.
No.
No. Sounds so miserable.
Why would I know the sound word for book?
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with ideas here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not quite sure how you guys are going to pull it off. I mean, you'd have to be really strong to pull that off.
I'll load it up with ancient and powerful artifacts from the vault.
I heard they just got this new statue, and I'm not sure what it does, but maybe that could help you.
I don't think it's going to help us.
You just notice she kind of snickers at you like she already knows.
Lou laughs at that.
Yeah, funny thing about hags that I can tell you from my time being the steward of the house. Yeah, they don't like to share their artifacts so much. These ones just got very lucky. And by happening upon one artifact, they managed to happen upon many artifacts.
Mhm.
And not to mention, Tanta had a fair collection of her own before her passing.
Guys, I think this is too big for us.
Oh yeah, charging on that would be suicide.
Yeah, agreed. But having them turn a princess into a hag.
So, Mara, you can
Hmm?
understand what they're saying. Do you know these words?
Oh,
It's
these
a
are
word.
slightly different. This is an ancient ritual. This was actually written in the Book of Omens.
Mm. Hmm. That is not a good book. It's a very bad book.
Oh, have you seen it before?
Yes.
And just kind of sits there, looks back over towards the eye stick. So what happened to the Guardian?
She died.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was rather fond of the Guardian.
Honestly, agreed.
Don't worry, she'll get better.
No, she won't.
Did you bury her?
She buried herself.
What do you mean she buried herself?
She married herself.
She sank into
From the
ground.
earth we come, from the earth we shall return. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like something rather bad, but I mean, you got the eye, so good job.
Yeah, I tried to squish it, but it's stronger than me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's indestructible.
Oh. Indestructible eyeball. Who would have thought?
Good for you, I.
I can think of one long shot idea. Alexander,
These are sitting by folk there.
by
He
chance,
looks
do you have
over.
anything that belongs to the princess?
He has nothing. You saved him from prison.
Never mind then. Lou, do you know the word for friend?
I know the word for friend.
Serena.
Yes. Look,
What do you
I'm
think
trying.
where do you think I've been learning these words from?
I don't really know.
It's when they get used against us. So why would I know the word for friend?
Look, I'm trying here, alright? If you have any ideas, feel free to speak up about them. Same with anyone else.
You're the one with ideas here. I'm gonna take off the necklace and just kind of toss it to Serena.
The necklace lands right in front of you.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Blue starfish is on the floor. He's done.
What?
Hey, Serena,
Yes?
I think Lou needs a break.
This place has been stressing us all out.
Lily goes outside.
No, he starfishes on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think if the conversation continues like that, he will go outside.
Yeah, currently Alexander's outside. Dustin's asleep. Folks are dead tired. Nancy's taking a flower nap with Dustin. So it's just Marius, Lou, Serena, and Simon. And Misfit that are awake and available.
Mara Pinch.
Oh, and Mara, too. Pinch is just kind of hanging out doing her own thing. Got to get her beauty rest and all that.
That ritual is very bad.
Yeah, if there's going to be 3 of them now, I would probably say you had your chance. She looks at the ground. What's that?
Was what?
Points at the Lou's necklace.
Some kind of amulet. I don't really know what it does.
It's the necklace that makes Lou mad a lot.
She'll pick it up and pull it
Roll
through.
D100 as you touch it.
67.
All right, so you just kind of pick it up and look at it.
And she'll begin doing an identify.
Yeah, we
You've identified it before. It doesn't identify anything.
Have
we
identified?
borrowed it from
Yeah.
the wizard school of holding items, I think.
Oh, the Arcana?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I hear the weirdest things.
You have any idea what this thing is?
Not a clue. Kind of looks at it. Looks older than I am, though. I mean, you'd have to go somewhere with better information about that one.
No, I know what it does.
What does it do?
It just makes whoever's wearing it really mad and a little sad.
Heard of enchantments like that. Also wants to make you itchy.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, there's this one time I had this power, and then she just quickly realizes this is what she did to you guys, and then she just gets real quiet.
That sounds familiar, Mara.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know.
I mean, I guess we'll go back to town then and get out of here. But I don't think anybody else is gonna help the princess, are they?
There's only one solution I can think of if we're not going to do it. We need to call upon I'm trying to remember what's the white-haired wizard's name again?
Ardit,
Arden.
right? Ardit.
We need to get Ardent to come do his job.
We'll need to call Ardent.
Ardent? Did you say Arden?
Why?
That 2-time no. Good.
Oh no, this will just be very
Yeah, he wanted to trade jobs with us. I think he was supposed to be on this job.
That ball of shit.
I suppose you have the ability to summon them too.
No.
Alright,
So like him.
Boss, do you know him? Do you know him?
We've met on occasion.
Oh, just on
Why-
occasion?
Why are you talking like an angry ex?
You're asleep, young man.
so the enchantments that stop magic from going out or anything, do you have a way around that?
Oh, I forgot they have that. Yeah, that doesn't impact me.
Oh, how terrific. Can you grant that benefit to other people?
I could, but then she'd be very angry at me.
Wait,
What
Karina.
if just for a moment?
there was actually a thing stopping you from sending that message to Khan? I thought you were lying to me.
Alrighty, I'm back.
I owe you an apology.
Misfit, do you not remember when we flew up to the clouds?
Oh, I forgot. That was like forever ago already.
Yes, Misfit, there's been a barrier. So, if you can send a message, could you allow someone else to for a moment?
Who are you trying to send a message to?
The snake, you seem very adamant about.
Oh, he won't come. That's probably how I talked you to come here in the first place.
Well, I'm hoping with the urgency of the situation, he will get over it and get his ass here.
I wouldn't count on it.
Do
You know,
have
for someone as old as he is, he really acts quite childish.
Well, do you have a better idea?
Aren't there any noble young heroes who will come fight these hags for us?
Like, aren't you noble young heroes?
But you know what? I think you're right. Dang, guess we gotta go fight some hags, huh?
Lou,
Nobody,
I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, 32.
it's not bad.
All right, so as you just kind of sit out there, you try to find your relaxation and connection just like in this storm, and it does bring you peace. Even with it's kind of like you have to try to drown out the words because you have to hear this whole thing happen. There's just nothing you could really do about it, so you just kind of embrace the storm and help drown it out with the lightning and thunder. Mostly with thunder.
Yeah, it's not about what you can hear, it's about what you can ignore.
Mara kind of like walks to the entrance out towards the thing and looks over at Lou. Does he know it's raining?
I
Yeah,
don't.
he
He
likes it.
doesn't know it's raining.
No, he likes it.
Well, you know, I could take that eyeball and return it or find a new guardian for it if you don't want it or you want us to keep it safe.
Are you gonna do bad things with it?
Not something I specifically can use. It has to go to a mortal guardian.
Yeah, sure.
As you go to hand it to the staff to her, it flies back to you.
I
Oh
don't
dear.
think it wants to.
I think it's
Now-
Gideon.
Eyeball. Dustin doesn't really like hags, and he's not going to be too happy if I keep you.
Roll a persuasion check as the eyeball just looks at you.
You are free to roll a counter persuasion check as well.
It just gives you that innocent looking eye look.
Oh,
Oh, excuse me.
Misfits
Is-
friendship is not negotiable.
it is kind of cute.
If it could only blink. The eyelids cost extra. Like, you heard the young man. Come on now. We have to go find you a new guardian. Reaches out, it flies back to you again. He doesn't want to be your guardian. Come on.
What does it mean to be a guardian, though?
Trust me, you don't want to do it. Especially being one of my minions. I'm not going to let you sign up for something like that.
Oh,
You're welcome. In fact, if you want, I could also. And she turns back. Never mind, you already took care of it. But yeah, I can take care of this one if you want.
take care of what?
Oh, the amulet. You look at the amulet, it's not on the floor anymore.
Oh, I
Well,
think we have to give that back.
Well, yeah, because Serena picked it up. Did it like disappear from her hand?
I don't know, Misfit, do you find it?
What?
I think Serena would know if it was.
Am
in
I
her-
holding something
didn't
I
say-
shouldn't be?
I didn't say Serena doesn't know where it is. I just said that Mara pointed out that it's not there anymore.
Where did it go? Can I look around for it?
Don't see it. Serena knows where it is. Serena already has it.
Wow, we sure do lose a lot of things, huh? Well, not my problem anymore.
As the staff keeps falling behind you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it from you.
I guess the eyeball can hang out with us for a little bit. See some new things, meet some new people, do eyeball things.
Just be careful, please. And you be on your best behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
That's talking to the eye.
Oh,
So,
I still say yes, ma'am.
do I remember the call spell?
Roll a history check.
Fair enough. I'm going to sorcery point that. To reroll. History. Oh. 10 better.
As you sit there and you try to recall the recall spell, as you guys continue the conversation, Serena, do you finally answer a misfit?
Do I
Serena's
finally-
not to look anymore.
Right here.
So Serena literally goes over holding the amulet and holding it to you. You look over and it disappears out of her hand. You remember the words and you look down and you're wearing the amulet again.
Uh,
He's outside.
I know, she just looks down at her hand where the amulet was.
Whoa,
Where did it go?
that was a cool trick. Do me next.
What if they disappeared?
Yeah, Serena just kind of looks one of those what one of those confused, what did you say? Expressions. You want to vanish?
Yeah, come on, do me next.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I need to know the person to call them.
No one ever said it had to be a person. It is a calling spell.
The ring.
Fuck, that would it be if I just yoinked at that book from Drismina?
That's what I was
She'd be
thinking.
so pissed.
You can certainly try.
No, honestly, the princess is more important than that book.
Well, the same thing is you could try it. You're not sure what the expense of these spells are, but you technically could try it a couple of times, depending. You remembered what the words are. You're not sure how well it works without the book in front of you, because before the book page glue or was glowing.
Dustin's gonna kill me if I have that book, though.
Wake him up and ask him. Would you rather them have it and complete the ritual, or
He doesn't have to know. He's sleeping.
he
He's a
doesn't have to
sleeping
know?
boy.
He's conveniently been asleep this whole time.
A sleeping mud boy.
Doesn't mean you can't wake him up. Up to you guys, though.
Let him sleep.
Hey, Misfit,
Yes, sir.
can you get Dustin for me?
Uh,
I know he's asleep.
yeah, I can get him. I'm gonna walk on over to Mr. Dustin,
How do you wake him up?
squat down next to him. I kind of tap on your helmet.
He reaches out and like grabs onto you.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's okay. It's just me.
Good morning.
Not quite. Lou wanted to talk to you, though.
He'll get up.
It's at this point you also notice it's raining very heavily. I also need you to roll a Arcana check as you now wake up.
Nice.
So the good news is you don't hear the echoes on the wind. You do notice the bad weather though.
Okay.
Lou's sitting out in the rain, looking at where the tree, like the center of the storm, where the tree is, through the necklace.
Oh, hi, Paladin. Amari just waves at you, floating in the air, cross-legged.
Keep your powder to yourself, and I go out to Lou.
They're turning the princess into a hag.
So you need a hurricane for that?
You know the book that we found? They're using that.
No, we left it there.
I think the reflection may not have been the real book. Or they have access to it because it's their tree.
Then why bother hiding it?
I don't know, but there was a spell in it that could call things to them, to it, the person casting the spell.
Looking at me, Lou, or are you like talking away from me?
He's talking away from you towards the storm.
Look at me.
He'll look at you.
Is his eye glowing?
Nope.
Okay.
He's just got his amulet on. He's drenched and wet, but other than that, it's just standing out in the storm.
I want to use that spell to call the princess here. But also, I think collecting the book so they don't have it is a good idea.
There are people around us that I don't trust. We're not
I
taking
can
that
hear
book.
you!
That's why I was going to give the book to you.
Don't worry, boss. I
Do you
trust
think
you.
I can keep that thing safe? I am 3 steps away from dying. I always am.
Then how do we keep it safe?
By not taking it away from them.
So you think I should just try and grab the princess from them so they can't complete their ritual?
If you don't think anything worse is in that book.
There is much worse in that book.
What if you pull with a caster?
Amara said she's not that strong.
Yeah, so why don't you pull her and we just... I can't do much.
Because people are too injured to do much.
You seem spiffy.
I feel comfortable here. In storms, not here specifically.
Yeah, like you catch that he's about to go and call you out on that.
Yeah, no, he sees there and he's like, wait, no, let me specify.
Storms. I've definitely noticed Lou has scales, right?
Yes.
Do they have a color?
I wrote down did I write down the color?
I think you're bronze, aren't you?
Yeah, bronze.
Does Dustin remember bronze dragons at all?
I mean, you know, like they exist. You remember what they look like. You wouldn't be like a full encyclopedia on them.
Well, I know that they're like a lightning dragon kind of thing.
You'd forget. Dragons, other than a couple in our world, are all shifted around. So, like, our blue dragons are forest dragons.
Okay.
It would be hard to say. Most of your personal experience, even in your prior life with dragons, because dragons didn't have the role they did, like, on the Friday campaign. Probably just, like, in a couple of battles. So you fought in battles where they're present, but never specifically, like, with them.
Okay. What makes you think you're good enough to control it in the way you want? Because I can't argue that you don't understand it because you've used it once, but do you have control?
Not to the extent, and I don't know how it will react if I don't have the spell of the book in front of me. But I'd rather not have a princess of a country turned into a hag.
You have too good of a heart, don't you? That's why you're so easy to just bend and pull and twist.
Mara's gonna slowly, like, hover out towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's only one thing you could really call that would be of any help right now.
The book?
Art it.
Oh, that no good. Do not call him. Actually, you know what? Call him. Call him.
Give him a
And you
kiss, my
watch
man.
she rolls up her sleeves. Why not? But what I was gonna point out, even if you manage to call the princess,
Stop
they have the book. They're just gonna call her right back.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen what happens in an arcane tug of war? I'll tell you, it's not pretty.
No, it most certainly wouldn't be.
All right, then using this. What's stopping them from remembering a spell from the book, Lou? If you can.
Hopefully she's never needed to use it.
Hag with infinite power and her own entire domain to play with, and she's never played with a highly powerful magical artifact. Did what I say make any sense to you?
Yes.
She's only been a hag for about 8 or 10 years.
And I think the book shows you how to achieve something you're looking for.
Yeah, book's easy mode.
So you pull the princess, you pull the book, and then. So you think she's never lost her shoe and used a book to pull it back because she's lazy?
And we just let this ritual complete then?
It was never our job to stop this. It was only our job to find them.
Are we able to hear this conversation?
If you're eavesdropping, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're being a little brat about it.
You don't even have to roll stealth. I'm not even paying attention enough.
I'm not either.
No, it just wasn't sure how loud you guys were.
I mean, you have to listen through a thunderstorm, but like if you're actively picking out and paying attention, you'll hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're talking to some level loud enough to at least hear each other, so you'd be able to hear them too.
Everyone else outside, I'll do their perception.
Honestly, it wasn't a 1.
No, it wasn't a one. Man, that wasn't nothing ideal tonight.
Tell me why you want to stop it. How about we start there?
I'm worried that the Coven will use the princess's position to gain control of a country.
And what make so you think that they will disguise a hag and use it to infiltrate royalty and slowly change something?
Yes.
And why does that affect you?
Do you not care about the people who live in that country?
Lou, what is the only thing I have cared about the entire time you have known me?
Nice fit. Wig. The
My
mist.
duty, and this is not my duty. The only exception that I've made is the deal I made with you.
And what is your duty?
Whatever my God asks of me, and he has not given me anything about this. All I need to do is make it to Mist, and this is not getting me there. The prince that we have will. But that's not to say I'll abandon you if you make a choice. But I'm already got everything I need from this mission. Have you?
All right, then. Hey, Nobel.
Mhm.
I want a book.
Sure. Is there anything you want to say to anyone before you try to summon this book? Just in case.
All right, then. Dustin, tell everyone to get ready if I mess up.
All right, I'll go in and call out. The captain is about to do something stupid. Expect an attack. I'd get ready.
just kind of looks at Misfit, who's probably the only other person in this hut right now, I think.
No, Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah, he went
No,
outside.
Alexander was outside and probably eavesdropping on that whole thing, wasn't he?
No, he's just hanging outside.
Serena grabs
Lou,
herself.
I need 1 minute. I'm gonna cast a healing spirit, so I can top
Okay.
everyone off.
Go for it.
Can I gauge how long the ritual has?
You have no idea. You never looked at it before.
There. I don't think I can give Misfit a minute.
Mara's like, as much as I'd love to watch what happens next, it's probably best if I'm not here for any of this.
Fair enough.
We'll call you if things go horribly right.
Sure. Misfit,
Bye,
as you are
boss.
the only disciple for Mara, roll a d100.
Oh, that many.
He tosses your hair and then poofs and disappears.
You now have slightly shaggier hair.
What a nice lady.
We still get your face fixed too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that too.
A person or a thing, Captain.
What are we doing?
Look first, then princess.
You think you can do it twice?
Don't forget, you could also try to get the ring too.
Maybe ring first to see if it works while they're not paying attention.
That is also a true valid point about if you do go to the ring, it might be very easy to kind of part her from the ring if she's paying attention to the ritual.
Uh-huh. Please. Thank you. Just ready to hear yourself.
I don't know how well I can control the magic. It's honestly probably starting with a ring probably the easiest.
What do
Although,
you
a way
need
to
us
find
to
out.
do? Is there a way we can support you? What do you need us to do?
I don't know.
You want to hold hands?
I'd rather not have contact with someone when doing this.
Okay. We'll be right here, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess I'll. Misfit asked very nicely, ring first.
Yay!
All right.
Is there any way I can pump spell slots or sorcery points into this?
Potentially. It might aid you.
I will be doing both.
If you're so comfortable in the storm, maybe try siphoning it. I don't know. Magic's weird. I've never understood it.
Magic is weird.
That was also a plan. All right, I'm gonna try and pump like at least 3 sorcery points and a 4th level spell slot into this.
Sure. Do me a favor. First, roll a d100.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 70.
All right. So you try to focus on this ring. It doesn't happen.
Do you need to look at the picture again?
No, I just don't think I have good control of the spell.
I think you should look at the picture again. Hold on, let me get it.
Do you feel like you've lost anything?
Have I?
You don't get the feeling that power seems to be an issue so much.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this is missing. You're just not sure what it is.
No, I'm missing something.
Urgency. Do you really want to do this? When I showed up, you seemed frantic. Right now, you're far too calm.
No,
So wasn't that the spell? Like, what was you said? What was it missing?
You don't
Urgency.
know.
No, no.
That's what he
That's
said.
just Dustin's
Yeah.
guess.
You said it wasn't. I did the spell correctly. It just wasn't. Something was missing.
It doesn't seem like power is an issue. Like supplying it with magic, it doesn't deplete any of your spell slots or power. You gather that's not what's stopping it.
Hmm.
no, you're strong and capable. I know you can do this.
Your eye didn't glow.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll figure something else out. It's not the end of the
You're not
world.
helping, Serena.
So are you going to try again, or am I going back to sleep?
Creature gone yet?
Hmm?
The teeth are talking.
Creature gone. Oh, Mara.
Mm-hmm. She didn't talk at all the entire time Mara was there.
Yes, she's gone.
Good riddance.
All right. Using the necklace as a focus, can I try and call the ring one more time?
Sure.
All right, I do so.
Roll one more D100.
34.
Next, you kind of sit there and focus on it.
Uh-oh.
And as you sit there, you just watch as the circle appears on the ground in front of you. And within it, you just see a ring. It's like looks like it had a chain put through it. It's just sitting in your circle.
Well, I think she might be aware of us now.
Well done.
Oh, wait, is it his ring? Is it the right one?
Look down. Looks like it.
And Lou's going to immediately try and yank that book now so she can't get this ring back.
Okay, so as you go to summon the book, roll another D100.
I'm gonna put this in my mouth.
What?
38.
It's pretty good.
No suspense was like this.
Yeah.
You watch as he begins to pull, and you watch a circle appear on the ground, and you kind of watch this book begin to materialize. And you struggle with it, Lou. It's almost if something now realizes what you're doing.
Yep.
And you kind of feel this push back and forth.
Does it look like he's physically being pulled and pushed?
No, but it's like it's very mentally straining on him. Like he's fighting for energy from it.
I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder and
As you touch him, it shocks you and like knocks you back 5 feet.
I'm going to push through this. I'm going to use my last second level spell slot on him, but I need to touch him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to give Luke calm emotions to like help him just center himself and just win this fight and not get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, another D100, Lou.
Did we tie?
You don't know?
10.
And go.
So as I like push through instead of electricity bouncing off my armor, I just like grab you and you feel like a wave of calm push through you as you go for your final pull and you just kind of reach out.
Oh, he's
And
not done yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
So
Play
you
tug of
cast your
war.
calm, you get calm on him, it knocks you back again, so it just keeps you every time you touch him, it's almost like you're getting electrocuted and just shot backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Then one last one, Lou.
Oh boy.
I do shove the ring in my mouth.
33.
Oh, roller. Oh, roller.
Whoa, way to go, Tisa Lou.
It's contested though.
Is it low enough?
You watch as you sit there and you just struggle and you kind of scream against it and you just hear this popping like boom off in the distance. And you see a smoldering book as the cyclone that was coming from above the tree just like burst out and like blows all the weather away into darkness. And the book is sitting on the ground in front of you.
Oh, no.
All right,
Oh, no.
we need a
Look at
princess.
So I just
Yep.
will give you the results of this because it was something you had to basically win on.
Uh-huh.
You won by a lot though.
Oh, okay.
So basically, thankfully, you don't need to really provide much of the power because you do have your amulet, which probably played well in your favor. Your first roll was a 38. Her first roll, very explainably, was a 97.
Okay.
It's like, wait, what's going on? Your awesome 10 that came next, which you rolled a 64, unable to recover. And then you've pulled in for that final push of a 33 against her 99.
Oh.
She had a bad time of it.
No, she thought she was winning. She was like giddy. She was laughing, and then the unexpected happened.
Oh no,
to
she
pull the
was
rug
never
out.
she was never winning at all. So basically, she thought she was in the clear. She was getting her ritual done. She didn't notice you took the necklace or the ring because it was hanging from a necklace. It wasn't something like it was missing from her finger. It was just like the weight of a necklace with a ring hanging on her neck.
Yep.
So she didn't know you were casting. So the first one kind of hit hard. She realized what you were doing, kind of trying to hold on. Started to kind of hold, but nowhere near the power you had, and then you just spiked it into the fucking ground.
Oh,
She
my
never was even
God.
close to getting it back.
I need a princess before she kills her.
Yeah, we gotta hurry.
I'm like, Lude, I'm opening that book up to the page. If it does.
All right, you go roll a D100 as you touch this book.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
42.
Let's
Under
see.
50. Probably not good enough.
Marius, roll a D100.
Do we have anybody in chat to roll a D100 or still on me? I think we lost people.
We've been about 7 or 8, so I think we've had like 1 or 2, but most of the rest.
31.
Okay. So as you touch the book, Lou, you can pick it up. It does look like it's closed though still.
What happens if I open it?
Is there anything on the spine or the cover I can read?
Yeah, if he wants to show it to you, you can read it. Because you
You know if I
read
could just like
languages.
glance over and see it.
Lude's like,
It's raining pretty hard, so I don't know.
No, the weather was blown away.
Oh, you're right.
Although Lou is probably
It
like,
hasn't kind of caught up to you. It's off in the distance, so like it's heading your way, but it is already improving greatly. Yeah.
although
Yeah,
I
Lou-
imagine Lou is also like hastily picking up the book and trying to flip
yeah,
through.
picking it up and opening it immediately.
Well, you haven't found a way to open it yet.
Oh, it's not opening.
Yeah, so you can pick it up.
Damn it. All right.
You did it just fine. You don't need to rely on that thing. Just do it.
Lou will do it one more time, hopefully.
All right, you trying for the princess?
Yup.
Sure,
Roll
go for it.
D100.
Yep.
14.
We just keep winning. We keep winning.
That is a 14 and an 81 as they both start pulling back against you.
Uh-oh.
Now there's 2 of them.
Yep, we tied. One of us.
Yeah, so with 2 of them, you're kind of feeling it pull back against you. They've caught on to what you're doing.
Shit.
You can keep
No.
going, though.
Remember what just happened to the book?
Yeah, it was seared and singed.
It was
Uh-huh.
steaming. It wasn't singed. It's a magic book. It can't be singed.
Uh-huh.
Is a human gonna be okay?
Well,
No,
we're going to find out.
no, we are not.
Too late, I think.
He can't just let go.
Up to him.
Yeah, no. If they're pulling back on that, I'm going to let go. I don't want to risk her life for it.
All right, so you relinquish back.
What?
They pulled back. They know.
Okay. What does that mean? You can't get it?
I hold up the smoking book. What do you think happens to a living thing?
I don't know.
Burned to ash. Isn't that what Mara said? Arcane tug of war never ends well.
Can you get the little man?
From the
He's
Muffin
made-
Man.
He's made of mud. Should be fine.
I-
Won't have to.
All right, this is the last time.
You just throw it open the book, or you gonna try to do it by hand?
I want to try and open the book. Just like open it with my hand.
I reach out to Lou. Does static build up still?
Did you show it to Marius?
I mean, he can look at it.
You might be able to open it. Sure. You have Eyes of the Runekeeper, yeah?
So I can read anything.
Yep. So you go and you read this book. It doesn't really have much in regards of runes. It just has a title on it that's kind of engraved in. You do realize it does not say the Book of Omens. It says the Book of Omadon.
Yep, the Book of Omadon.
As I'm reading it out loud to them.
Book of Amadon?
Yes.
And as you say Omadon, the book clicks and opens.
Oh, it's password protected. Great.
Oh, that should make things a lot easier.
Does the name ring a bell to me? Do I know what it is?
It'd be a reach, but roll a history check.
I mean, I never rolled history, but I don't think I would know.
I have gone through lots of old books.
Roll a history check as well, Lou.
Would that be something? Yeah, I've done magical studies.
Nice.
Okay.
What the
So-
hell?
Here's how this one works. So you guys haven't heard of it, and that name just feels really familiar, and you're like, Omadon.
What's it written in on the inside? Is it like common or something that's legible, or can I read it?
Lou has read it once. It's not anything you could read. It's just the way it's written. You've never seen the language before. You could just understand what it is.
As that opens, I'm sitting there like kind of like turning where like Lou to my left.
Well,
where I
it
can
unlocks.
flip through the
It doesn't turn normally. It turns based on the user of the book.
Yeah,
Lou
and it.
wants to pull a child to us safely.
Well, we didn't finish that history thing.
True, unless it's very familiar.
So
No,
if it
for
opens
you,
up and I
you
flip it
feel
open,
like you
what
know
is it
that name.
open to?
Actually, since you both are sitting there, it doesn't open. It just clicks.
All
That's
right,
what I'm saying. Is I've got him like to my left. I'm turning where we can both look at it and kind of like raise my eyebrows, like I click, and then I try to open it.
You can flip open the page. It looks like a bunch of these random ciphered runes on every single page. It's like a bunch of spells and different rituals.
Does it make sense to me? I mean,
Some of the magical concepts, yes and no. You're not sure it's something you could perform. You can understand what it can do, and you can like help read it. You're not
can you
certain.
decipher this, Lou? Do you understand what it? That's
Some of it. I know one spell from it. 2 technically, but no. Not the
perhaps
second
we
one
can
ever.
together we can crack this then.
Sure. I need each one of you to roll a D100 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in chat now want to roll a D100? I know we've had a couple people just show up.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I've been bracing for her to pull it back, guys.
I'm giving chat just a second. See if anybody wants to roll.
No, it's not to be pulled back. She's never seen that.
There
12
is
before.
Excel showing up with that 7,
Thank you,
No.
Excel.
redeeming himself from last week.
Oh no, he was great last week.
So it flips to a page, and you both kind of look at it. The second you look at each other, let me send you both a whisper before you react. Give me 1 second.
The Discord or
I'm sending it to you. Oh, actually, I'll send it to you in Discord. That's probably a good idea.
Send it to us both in Discord.
Send it to Slumber first, and then I'm going to send it to him, and then I'll let you know. All right, I've sent it to both of you.
Huh.
as in can do or happens?
As you look, I need everyone to roll con saves.
Yep. You bastard.
Can do.
Oh boy. I rolled a 1.
Yikes, dude. Yikes.
Hold on, we need more people to roll. Dragon's gone at this point. I was doing, yeah.
It's an hour.
All right.
Now, how long have we been doing stuff, and have I had a chance to bring Bram back or not?
If you want to take the hour that basically they've been doing a bunch of this stuff, you have the components, right? The 10 gold worth of stuff. I
Let
think
me
you have
look.
1 or 2 uses.
I don't remember.
If not, you could potentially try to raid any of these hag buildings as you find them and see if they would be something they would potentially have. We're not in one right now, but if you don't have it, that is.
Actually,
I do not have anything specifically listed as such in my bag.
Who has not rolled the con save? Let's see. Simon needs to roll a con save.
I'll be right back. I have nature calling.
You need to get that requested roll extension. Then
I
you can
have it.
target everybody and force them.
got guild perks, but I'm trying to think of a good way to use it.
Uh,
What does it look like is happening as we're rolling this?
Nothing. It totally catches you off guard. It hits all of you at the same time. Why did I roll a check?
I kind of want to burn an inspiration on this one.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to burn an inspiration to do my,
It's a
roll my
nasty book.
save.
I think Alexander's the only one.
15 is
not-
better than 9. That's more likely to pass.
Against an artifact book, yeah.
You just all lock.
Alrighty, I'm back. What happened?
You're
We locked
all
up?
unable to move. You're just stuck.
Fucking book.
And all of a sudden, Marius, the staff leaves your hand and floats to the other side of the book
And it's going to be Devorin.
as Devorin transforms back into his normal form.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Who is it?
It's the wizard.
Devorin.
He's had you guys sneak about. It wasn't the staff. He pretended to be the staff the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah. Well, not everything that was going according to plan, but it will do. He kind of,
Can I
Let's see.
speak in any way?
you can try.
I do. I want to try.
I want to struggle.
Hey, thanks for the raid, Vampire Logan. Appreciate it.
Can I struggle?
Was
You
Alexander
failed,
too close as well?
and all of you are locked.
Okay.
It's like, now, don't worry. I'm not here for the book. I just wanted to thank you for the ride, but I will be borrowing this just for a little bit.
A ring, I'm assuming.
He slips
Or-
off your amulet.
Oh, no.
and then you just watch as he puts it on himself.
Before he does, can I speak?
You can try.
I do want to try.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Destructive wave.
As you speak, he'll just wave his hand and you can't speak anymore.
Oh.
And you watch as Dvorin transforms into not Dvorin.
Whose man's is this?
So there's Dvorin on the map.
Uh-huh.
Whose man's is this?
You're gonna laugh if it's Ardet.
Oh my god. The audacity. No, Ardet's a good boy.
Are you sure about that?
He was raised better than this.
Leah raised him.
He was raised better than this.
Leah is so self-centered.
He
dude.
grew up
His
with
kid-
Soulstone money.
It's spoiled.
Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch.
Who is this person?
Whose
well.
man's is this?
You just see as he's a human without a hand. He
Out of
goes,
character, I know.
Dennis.
he smiles and he just looks over at you as well, Maurice. Tell your patron I send my regards.
No, it's
My
him.
boy.
Hmm.
You're my
And you
boy,
just
Blue.
watch as he holds the amulet and teleports away.
Dude, that,
Does he take the
Who?
it's
Yeah,
the
he's
golden hand
taking
guy.
it.
It's the golden hand guy. I don't know who he
It
is.
is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
still
it is.
alive.
No.
Remember, he disappeared and walked away.
And it was like, I'll never interview with you ever again. I pinky swear
What a
forever.
little stinker.
He's dead
Yeah.
now.
Honestly, I really wish I had time to counterspell anything.
But he leaves you with the book.
How long is it until we unlock?
Could I have not counterspelled?
It takes
the
about
key
5
spell?
minutes before you can start moving.
Yikes.
Quick question. Could I have not counterspelled the spell?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Not from the book.
Oh, dear.
He beats you guys for the intent roll. That's what the hundreds are for, to see whose thing would pop up.
So is Lou's head locked off?
No, he just literally
No,
took
I'm
the amulet away.
asking Lou if he's mentally shielded.
Yup.
Oh, not anymore.
Oh, not anymore? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Wait, those are amulet power?
Well, in that case, Lou hears, well, that sucked.
Bring it back, please. Give it back. Give it back. I'll give you anything.
Maybe we shouldn't have taken that.
That definitely was not Dvorin.
I'm assuming I can't read the book anymore.
Roll a history check. You can still read it. You both can. You want to go for one last call spell?
Yeah, let's get that child.
Wait, before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
you might want to prepare yourself to collapse. You've been doing that a lot. Magic isn't free.
I'm aware.
So sit down.
I'll do so. Can I call now? Can I call a child?
You can certainly try.
I do wish to try.
How much magic are you pumping into it, buddy?
My boy, my boy.
You know, I unlocked a 5th level spell slot for Thunder or Destructive Wave. Might as well use it for something.
If you would like to attempt to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump 5th level spell slot into it too.
All right. So you go to read the calling spell one more time for the child.
Yes.
Misfit,
Alright.
have the ring ready. Come on.
It's in my mouth.
Roll a d100.
50 on the
Ooh.
dot.
God.
Right in the middle.
You feel it pulling. And you're getting really, really tired, but you feel like you have a link on him. It's just exhausting you. You don't know why it's so hard now.
No,
You want
I
to roll
know.
another one to see if you can continue pulling it?
More power.
It's the necklace. It
How
was the
exhausted
necklace.
do you look, Lou?
I think that's up to Nobel.
I'd say at this point, like he's noticeably kind of winded doing this.
I'm going to force like part of my body into him and just tell him pull, like pull out of me, whatever you
And
can.
making a magical baby.
Oh my
Push.
god, it's beautiful.
Nobody else is offering, so I will.
Yep.
Okay, so you put your hand on Lou.
Yeah, and I'm urging him to try to use me if he can to make it easier.
I'm honestly trying to draw. I'll throw everything into this if I have to.
Up to you.
If you need a bit more power, she'll lay a hand on your other shoulder.
Take my energy. Put my hands in the air.
Let's
Are we
spirit
still
bomb this.
paralyzed?
No,
No.
we're frozen.
He's trying to get the kid down.
I'm gonna throw some 4th level spell slots into this pool.
Sure.
2 of them.
Can we give him like collective guild advantage?
Only one of you can give guild advantage, but if you guys want to try to do what Dustin's doing, you can certainly try.
I mean, I went first. I'll give him mine first.
Yeah, you go first.
Roll the D100. Well, you don't know how many pulls he's going to get.
That's true.
49. One better.
Just
You
guild advantage.
continue- This is like the most labor-intensive process you've ever felt. It feels like you're trying to push a building. It is draining like everything out of you.
Okay, I got 2 questions.
Mhm.
One, if we've been here long enough, have I had enough time for a short rest?
Yes, you would have enough time for a short rest.
Okay, so I got my spell slots back. 2, he's still here, correct?
No, he's way gone.
He
Oh, he's
teleported.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
left. Like,
teleported.
you guys were paralyzed for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
He took Lou's amulet but left the book.
And what are you trying to do, Lou?
Pull the Fey Child.
That misfit wants.
Lou and I are both sorcerers. Can I pump some additional sorceress magic into him?
You can certainly try.
I'll give it a shot. Don't have a lot left, but
All of the guild advantages.
I'm
I
just
feel
gonna
like
keep.
mine didn't do anything though.
Well, guild advantage I don't think works on D100s. That only works on
No.
other things.
Makes him feel better.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep pulling.
Then I'm,
All right, so Dustin is feeding on this one as well? Or not
But
Dustin?
yeah, I'm not
Misfit.
taking my hand off until I literally
I meant
collapse.
Misfit.
My
You were joining into Misfit?
Yeah, dude,
Thanks,
let's hold
Raina.
hands.
All right, so you both kind of grab on and start feeding him more.
I'm gonna pull one more time.
Go for it.
I don't feel like something's pulling. Oh boy.
Ooh.
You just feel like you all feel the energy just kind of like dropping out all. Like you're all getting very, very tired. Marius, you want to pitch in too?
I don't think I'm fully understanding. Like, Misfit has a child, and Lou's trying to get it away from him.
No.
No. So they're trying to summon. Remember the kid who is at the Muffin Man's house?
We're trying to
Shackles?
save a child.
They're trying to
summoning him
conjure
here.
him. Yeah, they're trying to summon him there to take him to safety.
Oh yeah, because I'm kind of compelled to by my patron. So I
Yeah.
have to.
So as he tags
Simon,
on, I
Simon.
need.
Simon.
Simon!
Oh, Simon will jump on too. Okay. So as both of them kind of tag onto you, I need Lou to roll one more D100. I need Marius to roll a D100, and then Simon's gonna roll a D100.
Anybody in chat want to roll that 100 for me?
It's going to be Excel. He's gonna be
39.
It's better than an 80.
It's better than all of my rolls. I don't feel like something's pushing back, right? Because I don't want to do
No,
it.
it just feels like it's.
You're
You
feeling
gather-
the weight. You're feeling the weight of the spell finally.
The price is no longer free,
No, I know. He didn't expect it to be.
and you gather there's
Excel with a
probably
79.
right. You try and pull,
Did Simon roll?
Yes, Simon did roll up to 65. It's straining, like you just can't finalize it here, and you have no one left to pull on. Unless you can think of anything else.
I mean, I could dig super deep and just try and spend everything I have. That's the only thing I can think of.
Up to you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and spend everything I got. So let's see, last sorcery point, no more protective wings. I have a first level, 2/3, and a fourth left after this.
Maternal Divinity only does persuasion, otherwise I'd give it to you.
Yeah,
Let's persuade the DM to give us a better.
Persuade the DM.
I'll just mark these down as well.
I'm gonna try one more Hair Mallory pull.
Yeah,
I'll
I say
even
there's one other thing you can do, but I know you don't want to do it.
make a deal.
No, you don't have to make a deal. Crowns and dentures.
Nope, absolutely fucking not. Hmm.
Dig
I
deep.
dig deep, and I have magical items on. I can try and feed off of those.
Unfortunately, you wouldn't have the ability to draw from them. You're kind of using like your inability to tap into people and use their energies to kind of help power it. But they're all already really thin.
Can I ask my eyeball for help?
No, you're not.
Yeah, hey, you're not Misfit.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You want to ask your eyeball for help? Or do you want Lou to fully tap out? Up to you.
Oh, no,
Or you can do both.
I'm fully tapping out, regardless of what Misfit decides to do. Lou wants to tap into the very source of his sorcery powers and pull.
We can be friends, but you gotta help me out sometimes, okay? Like, right now.
Yeah, close your eyes, look. Nothing seemingly so far. All right, Lou.
Yep. One more?
Unless they got anything else they can ask for power or give power to you for.
I don't think so.
And Misfit roll a D100 as well.
All right. So one more D100 from me.
Oh,
51, damn it.
You just watch Lou like ready to black out. And Misfit, you just watch as everything kind of slows to a halt. Like, oh man, we're paralyzed again.
That dude came back for more.
Sorry, I forgot my keys.
It
But
was
you
my
can move, you
sandwich.
can move around.
I feel like this has happened before.
He just watches the staff hovers over towards you.
Oh, hey, little buddy. Man, this is a pickle, huh?
Guardian.
See, Mara told me that it wasn't really a good idea to be a guardian. And I told her I'd be smart about it. How about this? I'll give you a trial period. If I don't like it, I get to tap out. Okay?
Guardian.
Do you not like those terms? You're not a hag, are you? You're just an eyeball.
At this point, the only other thing that moves nearby, thankfully for you, you just hear, "Don't do it, lad."
The teeth.
Mm-hmm. It cannot be undone.
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of a bummer.
Don't listen to it.
This to be, put me
What
in.
even is a guardian?
Don't mind that. Put that thing away.
How am I supposed to make good choices if nobody tells me anything?
Doesn't say anything else.
I was told to make good choices, and I don't know. Takoya seemed kind of sad. I don't want to be like Takoya. She was all by herself. Sorry, Eyeball. I don't think I can be your guardian.
He just watches the eyeball kind of glows and flares and disappears. And that strange gnarled wooden staff remains in its stead.
My stick?
And as this happens, you just watch as time kind of catches up with you. And you just watch Lou go unconscious.
That's muted. Try and help catch him.
You can catch him enough. All of you had your arms on him, so
I still have hit points and hit dice.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
you're just
tired.
completely
No,
out.
you are magically drained
No,
to
I
the
know.
point of unconsciousness.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bust out the apple juice.
We need magical Gatorade
All right,
with
come on.
magical electrolytes.
Let's get him inside.
Who takes the book?
Dustin. If it's just on the floor, I pick it up.
Mhm.
Do I need to roll a D100 when I touch this thing?
No.
Okay, good.
And no child?
Out of curiosity, while we were paralyzed, did he give us our wand back?
No, he did not.
No. Why would he?
He promised.
We'll
So,
drag Lou into the Nancy room.
Oh, you're
well,
putting me in
Nancy
the
got
dead
moved.
person
Dustin
room.
had Nancy. It's basically the Vokhtar room right now.
You're throwing me in the dead person room. Thank you.
You were killing it.
This
Until
I guess
the
we
end.
dead bodies in there, huh?
Yep.
All right, we'll set them.
Hey, Misfit.
The other
Serena
room.
threw Lou in the dead person room.
I said we'll
Don't
put
miss
you in
it.
the other.
Huh?
Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, hold on. We don't have to put you in the dead person room.
I will assist Serena in this if I can.
I was gonna make a third room, but it's more like a nook. You put you in the nook.
All right, I'm just looking at 2 different things real quick. All right, Misfit.
Yes.
You want to see how lucky or unlucky you are?
Uh-huh. I'm a
Go
lucky
ahead and
boy.
roll
No.
roll a D100.
Ooh. Do you want me to top my 8?
I rolled your D100 already, sir.
Something different.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Methinks that might be unlucky.
I'm going to give you this card in your inventory. It is not fully active yet.
Oh god.
So you will get... hold on. So the charges is normal. You get up to... level spells can you cast right now?
Third?
Okay. So you can use up to the level 3 ability of it. As you gain additional spell slots, you can access up to the other ones. And
Kalsto?
you possibly get the passive.
Kalsto?
Uh-huh.
I recall saying, no. I recall declining.
This is just your stick. The eye's gone. The eye disappeared.
Okay. What did you do to my stick? What did you do to my stick? I had a very nice stick.
It got twisted and warped. It got gnarled, man.
I grew that stick myself. What did you do to it?
Look underneath Simon's... Why do you have Simon's hair in your inventory?
Bro, don't ask questions.
I love that it took a moment to realize that's what it was.
I was like, I didn't want to say the name of it out loud, but I went to go and look. I'm like, it's right under what?
We're tracking whatever the heck you put in there.
It is literally underneath Simon's hair and above the Mona Lisa. The weirdest inventory in the world.
Suddenly that staff is not the strangest thing there.
Oh my god, what is this?
So you can use the at-will 1, 2, and 3. You do not have access to 4, 5, and 6. The charge rechargeable is good, and the passive ability also works. Go ahead and read that. You can read for them.
Bro, you gave me a stick with sending on it.
Yeah, can you read out loud everything on the card, please?
People are going to get so much unsolicited mail.
Read it. You can read it. It's not secret.
I
would
What
say
is this? Kalsto! What is this?
The more you pick out about it, the more I want to know.
Hey, he took
I don't even know how far you are in the card yet. I'm assuming you're
I'm reading the bottom. Passive ability. Once per day, you can ingest the eye of a creature that was living within the past month. When used, roll a percent die to determine the effectiveness of the ability. Based on your roll, you can see moments of the creature's last month of life.
Is this dong stuff?
Okay.
I remember the eyeball thing. Oh no. Because you've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm. You can read them the rest too.
Why did you give me this?
Because you passed the test.
The eye likes you. Remember, friendship.
No, the eye's gone.
No,
I said like.
He refused power and
Wasn't the eye.
gained something.
Staff can be wielded as a magic quarter staff that grants +1 bonus. 10 charges of the following properties, regains blah 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 per dawn. I get access to Fairy Fire, Suggestion, and Sending right now.
Oh, Misfit with Suggestion.
You also get at-will detect magic.
Ooh.
So it's a +1 bonus to attack and spell attack rolls. It does not increase your spell DC. It only does your spell attacks. You have 10 total charges for at dawn. Same rules. If you use them all up and you roll a 1, it blows up. That will detect magic. Level 1, 1 charge Fairy Fire. Level 2, 2 charge Suggestion. Level 3, 3 charge Sending. Do you want me to tell him what the 4th, 5th, and 6th are?
Yeah, sure.
Level 4, once he actually has 4th level spell slots, it unlocks Arcane Eye for 4 charges. At 5, it unlocks Scrying for 5 charges, and if he eventually becomes more druidy and gets a 6th level spell slot, he unlocks Transformation for 6.
Oh.
I think you passed Mara's test.
Why did you give me a stick? Uh, eh?
Can you insight where the stick came from? I don't know.
Can I insight this stick?
Sure. Roll a nature check.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
good at
nature the hell
those?
out of this stick. I'm really not that great at nature. Yeah, that's a stick, all right.
You're not sure. Doesn't give off any evil vibes.
Try glowing flowers on it. That's the true test.
Hey, Dustin, can you smell this for me?
I've come out of the dead man room without Lou's body. What? This?
Can you smell my stick?
No, I didn't get enough rest. Do
Okay.
you want me to take a look at it?
Maybe tomorrow we can. Oh, I'm tired.
Looks for twisty. What did you do?
I don't know. It got all.
Where's the eye?
Curvy. Oh, I told it no.
I'm
that
gonna
I
ask
couldn't.
you this once. Did you lose it?
I ate it. No, I'm kidding. It left. It left.
Dustin was about to scream.
But it left. I said I couldn't be its guardian, and it left. And it made my stick all twisty turvy.
Well, nothing we can do about it.
Honestly, that's the best outcome that could have happened.
Actually, hang on, come here. Let me look at your eyes.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and then Glue Green.
Yes!
I punch you. I punch you right in the jaw. You go to the ground. I don't know it's magic. I think you are possessed.
I immediately pass out.
Wait,
That's it.
isn't there a... Oh my god. All right, you go in the room too, and I drag him to the dead body room.
Yep. Another one for the room. All right, so we'll say we position them nicely around there, but they're all in there.
I put Misfit's hands on Lou ankle as is tradition,
Thank you.
and then I also stay in the room and I fall asleep.
All right, so you pass out. At this point, Alexander kind of looks at Serena, Lou, Misfit. Those remain awake. I think.
Oh, Misfit passed out
Oh, did he? Then
against
Marius.
his will.
Oh yeah. So
Dustin
as
punched me in the head.
they're sitting there, he looks over. He's like, "What do we do now?"
Well, good news is we've stopped the princess from being turned to a hag. And from there, I don't really know. Frontal assault is suicide. Convincing Lou to use that book again is going to be a nightmare. So I guess well, we got the ring, so at the very least we can get our fair friend and our other friend back from the butchers. Then I guess to the village to collect the rest of the company. From there, I'm not sure.
He just kind of like looks at you. Like, well, I guess we better get some rest then. I doubt. And looks over at Lou holding, or Lou doesn't have the book. Dustin has the book right now. Who's holding the book while you guys are asleep?
Yes.
Oh no, they're both asleep. That's right.
Yeah, it's like latched onto my belt pretty securely. I tied that thing up good. That is not leaving my body.
And Marius,
Yes.
I hope this served as an important life lesson about artifacts.
Yes, that we were lied to about the actual artifact.
Nothing was learned.
Because we were deceived doesn't change the fact that artifacts need to be uncovered and researched and studied and kept out of the wrong hands.
The dangers also need to be recognized.
correct? And that's solely on me?
No.
And we were all bamboozled.
I had a feeling taking the staff was not a good idea.
What's done is
Others
done.
were. Yes.
So where's the original staff, though?
Probably locked away.
Or in the wrong hands?
Maybe. After all, if that book was also sealed away. More of a reason to be wary about going back in there, I suppose.
All right. So as you guys go to finish the long rest for everybody, I need Marius. Actually, it just happens. You don't have to roll anything. Marius and Lou.
Yeah.
As you kind of were all in possession of the book and in contact with the staff at the same time, you each have a very similar dream. It's of the vault room. You see Dvorin, obviously not Dvorin, but when he looked like Dvorin, kind of walking in there. And he's like investigating around. Obviously, he goes to the chest first. Pretty much ignores everything else there. Only seems concerned about the chest. He does go over and look at that painting, though, and he gives like a look of disgust as he looks at the painting and he puts the painting back down. And you watch as he walks over there, and he looks super frustrated as he opens it up and it's empty. However, you watch as he retrieves a pouch of powder from his side, and you watch as he kind of slings it up into the air, and it starts swirling around the room. And you just watch as like this almost ghost-like image and sound of a voice. Over here, everyone! And you watch as Ilian from your uncle ship, or from Misfit's uncle ship, kind of runs over. I think it's a case of some sort. And you watch, he kind of looks at his hand, and there's like this glowing mark on his left hand. Nothing you've seen before, either of you. It's like, I think this is it. And you watch as he puts his hand on the chest. It opens up, and you watch as Ilian removes the staff. Nope, Uncle has a different stick. That's a different.
Uncle adjacent, okay?
Ilian's a kid. He's about your guys' age and level.
Yeah, uncle adjacent. He knows our uncle, therefore our uncle has it.
But you look at him, and you see Dirge actually walks into the picture. What's that? Oh, that's weird. That smells kind of funny.
Honestly, I think Lou's dying laughing right now in his head.
And you watch as Davos, the captain, kind of walks in. He's just like, you people. Okay, whatever. Take the damn thing. He just kind of looks about the room. Place gives me the creeps. Well, congrats on the staff, kid. Let's get out of here. And you watch as the three of them walk out. You do recall the Ilian set was on there as well. But this seems to be one of that man's memories.
Honestly, this is the funniest thing Lou's had to view all for the past few days.
Mm-hmm. Once the image goes away, you just watch as he sits there and he looks super frustrated, and then you hear voices off in the distance. he quickly looks around and you watch as he does like a motion with that wand and turns himself into the staff and goes into the case. Ghost didn't lead you astray, Misfit. And that is where we'll pause for tonight because it's 12:51 on Tuesday.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the raids and the follows. Appreciate it. What are we doing Friday night?
Ooh, Friday night. I think we actually get a nice little bit of or a reprieve for a bit. We're kind of done with the dragons. We got in a lot of trouble. We saved Def's delinquent brother, who is apparently a killer.
Omash took the fall for him.
Yeah.
Omash took the fall for the brother.
We're kind of
Maybe
at a
this game won.
reset point where all we really need to do is get Tess out of the city and then
Yeah, so-
decide if we're doing Alamarn, the dragon, or something else.
Yeah, so you need to get Tess. So Patrick and Solomon have Tess in a tavern in human form and hiding, being looked for as well.
In human form.
Yeah. She's in her human form. It'd be a little bit hard to hide the dragon in the inn.
We could make it work.
Have you seen a dragon anywhere? The entire top floor is
The whole building is the dragon.
No, sir. Why do you ask?
Cool. Well, we
No
hope to
dragon.
see everybody Friday, midnight Central, to catch what's going on there. And actually, let me see if anybody's on real quick. I always forget to raid because it's so late and there's not usually many people on. Let's see. We'll do one here. If anybody's going to hang out. And we'll jump over and pass on the love. But we'll catch y'all Friday. Have a good night.
Everybody.
Good night, everyone.